Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Sports View. I'm Ron Cameron.
And I'm Mark Unger, and our sponsors on the show today, Uncle Al Dietrich. Al out in Waterford, where the runway ends, the deals begin. Uncle Al has declared war on high prices.
You got to say where they're located, on M59 in Waterford.
M59 in Waterford. Thank you, Ron Cameron. I don't know how I get through the show without
I guess not.
T-Com Pagers, Fred Wetzel and the gang. If you need a pager, go see Fred. Top Hat. The best little burger in town. Ron Cameron's got a ton of them frozen in his
that's
fridge.
Bob Page.
Oh, Bob Page. The Sting, the hot nightclub at James Cousins in Greenfield. In Detroit, Sports Fans Journal, another successful
Third year.
publication.
Next issue will be 3 solid years of Sports Fans Journal. We've grown from a 24-page like newspaper to tabloid to a 4-color magazine with a celebrity columnist. All you have to do to subscribe is dial this number 24 hours a day, 751-1818.
Cattleman's Meat Center. David Roth and the gang have all your meat needs. Where's the beef? It's in Hamtramck at their new location.
And let's not forget the old location. You got to tell them where the other one is.
Well, I haven't been doing this that long, Ron.
Well,
you know all that
got
stuff.
to know with 2 locations. The other one, where is it? In the Eastern Market area.
Eastern Market area, and the other one in beautiful downtown Hamtramck.
Beautiful
American
downtown
Jeep Eagle,
Hamtramck.
where you get a good deal and a good deal more. Pass, Pro-Am Sports System, Binary Computers, Woodward at 12 Mile, Duke's Seafood. Ron, tell them about Duke's.
Well, I'll just tell you, East 9 Mile, east of I-75 from the great seafood, go see Duke.
Go see Duke.
Yeah.
And Amantea's Restaurant.
Amantea Restaurant.
Amantea
His
Restaurant.
name not Amantea. Amantea Restaurant for nice Italian cuisine. Step over to West Warren and Vinoy in Garden City to Amantea's. You won't be disappointed.
And I am so excited. Our guest on the show
so
today.
excited.
I am so excited. I love this guy, John Salley from the Detroit Pistons. Great to have you on the show, bud.
Hey, how you doing? How you been, baby?
Hi, guy.
Hey.
Hey. What's happening with you now? You're going around all summer, boy. You're the king guy.
Whirlwind tour for the world champion power
all the way to the police station the other day and everything.
Oh, what happened?
Well, for one, I was probably the wrong complexion to be riding in Oak Park. And
I just bought a house in Oak Park.
that's what I mean. And my car...
What are you doing in such an awful neighborhood? If you bought a house, then you know the values of the houses aren't too high.
Matter of fact, I was just driving through at 10 miles per hour, and this cop followed me for about a mile. And he pulled me over, and I had dark windows on my car, and he asked me, did you know that that's illegal in Oak Park? And a lot of things are illegal in Oak Park, obviously. And I said, yes, and I explained to him why I had the dark windows. It was, I wear glasses, and I have this light problem.
Well, you're a celebrity. You don't want everybody looking in and saying, "Oh, that's John Salley."
That was the first reason. That
car.
was. But then I explained that to him. I said, a lot of people follow me home. He goes, what do you do? I said, I play professional.
He didn't know who you were?
No, not many people do. So anyway, except people that read your magazine.
Yeah, Sports Fans Journal, going strong. You like it?
Yeah, let's make sure I do
Oh
this,
my,
okay?
what
Don't
a
worry.
free plug that
My
is.
lawyer will call you in a few minutes. But anyway, then he pulled me up, and then all these cars, Mark, stopped and skidded into this place, and I want an autograph. He was like, he's busy right now. He said, what is this? So I told him who I was. He was like, oh, okay. And then he started getting out, and I was like, I know, it's like 30 people, at least, just stopping. So then I explained to him, I said, see, this is why I have dark glasses, dark windows. So he said, I'm going to check you out. Okay, so I'm sitting there, I'm signing autographs. I put on his autograph session. He comes back and he goes, you have a warrant in Romulus.
Have you ever been to Romulus?
I've been to the airport.
That's the airport. He better be in Romulus.
But you know when that was? That was when I was a rookie and had Georgia license plates. Before you get a new Michigan license, you have to get all tickets taken care of. That was taken care of by me. I had to drive out to Romulus, which, you ever been downtown Romulus? There's a place there. It's a place that a lot of men go to late at night.
It's
Landing
not a Bloomfield Hills.
Obviously, he's been there.
But
anyway,
I've never
anyway,
been there,
that's all that's big about Romulus besides the airport. And he's going to tell me this. Then they will, you can't do this to John Salley. He's like, I'll show you what I can do to John Salley.
Right.
So then I get out the car and I sit in the car and he puts handcuffs on me. That's when I get PO'd. And we move in, and then his peers even go, what are you doing?
Right.
He goes, well, I checked this. He goes, why did you even do it? Anyway, Channel 7, Channel 4 came. They didn't arrest me. And they just pushed me out the back door. I said, no, I'm walking out the front.
Right.
They were like, no, we don't need the publicity. Well, you should have never brought me in here. So I go in there. I'm watching Channel 7. Bill Bonds has a picture of me, Sally arrested. He is on my side. And then, this is the funny part, the next thing they were talking about is a man who killed his wife. So he goes, that's ridiculous. And my picture's sitting up there, goes, Sally arrested, kills his wife.
Oh, man.
I go, am I married? Well, maybe now, because I just killed her, so no longer am I married. So I run down to the station, And I asked Diane to get up, and I sit next to Bill Bonds, and I'm talking to Bill Bonds with my sport man behind me, and I explain the story before everybody thinks John Salley arrested for killing his wife. And I don't want to be known as arrested. I want to be known as the man on commercials and playing basketball. You know what I'm saying?
And plays it well, I might add.
Yeah, heck of a playoffs. You turned it up a notch. During the regular season, you were maybe up and down like a toilet
During the regular
seat.
season, I was injured for a month.
Yeah,
Obviously, I was
you were
injured
up and down
before
like
I
a
was
toilet
injured.
seat
Yeah,
for a
but
while
that
during the regular
injury,
season.
Up and down
again,
like a
you're
toilet
talking to a
seat.
guy.
Are you comparing me to a urine? Okay.
The only athletic thing Cameron's ever done is jump to a conclusion, and that is why when you get injured, it takes a lot out of your game. You can't just pick it
Get
back
off
up
of that
like
stuff. Quit making excuses.
I was
Guys are
injured.
good.
I was injured before I was put on injured reserve. But that's neither here nor there. It makes no difference. I have a ring, and this is the finger. I can't do it like I usually do. This is the finger that's going on.
Yeah, it will.
Let me move these diamonds out the way. I don't want to blind you on that side. I know that's-
Now the thing is, John, though, you really turned it up a notch in the playoffs. You guys are on a mission.
Yeah, I think so. See, a big thing that happened to me is Adrian Dantley was, when I first came on, was my roommate when I was a rookie. And he's been like my mentor as a pro. So that kind of got to me. And when he got traded, I finally realized it was a business because he was the ultimate businessman, the ultimate player. And that just showed us that, hey, everyone's expendable, everyone can be moved, and my attitude changed. When they traded Ricky, my attitude completely changed. Now, but Ricky, I was with him last night.
Well,
He's
they
back
didn't trade
in
him.
town.
They didn't trade him.
Yeah, well, they had
got
no
rid of
choice.
him.
Right.
They had no. Well, they had
did
no.
have
Left him
choice.
unprotected.
They had a choice, but
You made the wrong choice, too, in my opinion.
Well, it's too early to say
You know what
that.
opinions are like.
Yeah, I know what opinions are like.
Like Cameron's. Anyway, you people can figure that one out. See, jokes go under the level sometimes.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that really changed my attitude. So I started working out. We only practice like an hour and a half a day. I go in an hour early and I stay an hour later, whether I have to or I don't have to.
Yeah, but you had a conversation with Isaiah Thomas.
Well, let's explain the conversation. The conversation didn't say, let's get this off the record. The conversation, yeah, on the record, wasn't John, I made John play better. Isaiah didn't do that.
Oh, no.
The conversation was, I said, Isaiah, do you have a problem with me? He said, I have a big problem with you. And we sat there and we talked about the problem. He said, you came back off the injury reserve, you're coming on slow. He said, but Joe came off injury reserve and did this. I have a broken hand. He started comparing me to other people. I said, well, you don't down a brother, especially one of the same sorts, the same creed. You sit there and you help us. What the problem is Barkley was playing against Barkley. He was telling Barkley to dog me, and that wasn't cool. I said, what's the problem? And the problem was, he said, well, we're at this level, and you're coming at this level, and you have to become a Piston again and jump on the level. So that was what you call it.
All right, I want to talk to you, John, about how you did move up that level, but we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with Piston forward John Salley right after this.
If you're a sports fan, you should be reading this Sports Fans Journal, home of the celebrity columnists. Just $15 a year to subscribe. Our writers, Ernie Harwell, George Kell, Denny McClain, Jim Northrup, Don Cherry, Dick Vitale, George Allen, Bob Feller, Larry King, and a whole lot more. Sports Fans Journal, a must for all sports fans living in Michigan or anywhere in the U.S. Call our 24-hour hotline at 751-1818. Sports Fans Journal is sold at newsstands, bookstores, and Tiger Stadium souvenir stands. Call now, 751-1818.
If you travel across Michigan but still need to be in touch, you need a personal pocket pager from TCOM Paging. TCOM is Michigan's only paging service with true wide area state coverage service. And with TCOM, a local phone call is all it takes to beep you anywhere. TCOM offers quality pagers by Motorola, like the Motorola Sensor, sleek and elegant. It even displays your paging message. So when you travel, stay in touch with a pocket pager from TCOM from just $12.95 a month. Find out more. Call TCOM today.
Close your books, class. You have 20 minutes to complete this test. You may begin.
Well, everybody has got to choose. And with your choices, you win or lose. So be strong, keep singing this song. Doing what's right is never wrong.
What's the capital of North Dakota?
So be strong, keep singing this song. Doing what's right is never wrong. So be strong, keep singing this song. Doing what's right. right is never wrong.
From the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
You will be satisfied at Duke's. John Salley is here from the Pistons. 63 wins last year? Boy, it's going to be tough to get that to that level again next season.
We try to win 65.
Would you be happy right now if they stopped the season, you had 58 wins next year?
No.
It's going to be tough, man.
Hey, if it was easy, everybody would do it.
You would. I mean, if they say right now, John,
they would have little stubby white
stop the
Caucasian
season
men
right
running
now,
out there.
and we're going to give the Pistons 58 wins next season in the regular season. Would you? You wouldn't take that?
No, it's not. Not everything is good when you just hand it to it. We're the type. We're a blue collar team.
You're a blue collar team, and you're on a mission last year. Defensive intensity. You won it because of great defense, not because of great offense. Is that same intensity going to be there next season?
Defense creates your offense.
I agree, but is that same defensive intensity going to be there next year? Are those nagging injuries due like they do to a lot of teams repeating? We won it last year. I'm going to take a couple weeks off.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think it's going to happen?
We don't have that kind of team. Like, we don't even have the type team that sits there and hangs out. Goes to clubs and all that all the time.
Right.
During the season, guys that do drink don't drink. Guys who hang out, and sometimes we realize, and Joe Dumars said it best, if we're tired right now, we have 2 months to rest. So there's no reason to be tired when we're playing against the Lakers. He said, weren't you guys tired? Chicago put you through this? No. So nagging injury, I don't think we have anybody that's going to just lay down. You get 1 ring, you want 2 rings. You get 2 rings, you want 3.
Yeah. Were you surprised at the firing of Doug Collins, like a lot of people were?
I was extremely surprised.
Did a nice job with that team.
He did. I thought he would have been a great coach in New York. I don't know why. It's because he's a great motivator. He was an ex-player. When you have ex-players with players, it makes a better team. That's why his team got better as time went on. No one realized that.
And nobody knows who Stu Jackson is.
In New York.
In New York.
Oh,
He's not
yeah.
got
Basketball
Yeah.
people
usually
know.
want a household
People
name
who
in New
know
York.
about basketball know who Stu
Yeah, but how many
Jackson
people in
is.
New York know about basketball?
Ooh, I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
I know, that's why I said that.
That's why you said that? Let's go.
All right.
Round 3. I mean, this is the third time I've been in the show.
You love every minute. This is your favorite show.
This is right. You're one of my favorite people, too. Because I'm going to tell you something about this guy, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say this one thing. He says what he feels, and he'll walk in your face and say, yeah, I said it, that's what I feel. You're dogging it. You're this, you're that, you're this. Not many people.
Like I jumped on you when you came on the first show, and rightfully so.
Right.
I mean, let's face it.
I got you, though.
Oh, we
were rolling.
Let's face it. This guy went to Georgia Tech as a junior. You're reading, John Salley, #1 pick.
I told you
next
that,
year.
though. Yeah, I read all that stuff.
#1 pick, and he took a dive the senior year.
Took a dive.
Mm-hmm.
I got triple team. In college, you can triple team players. Mark Price shot the ball most times than often, and Bruce Downpour wanted to be an all-star.
There were a couple other players.
You had a
lot of
horse senior season guy.
I was a center. I'm a power forward, small forward. They made me play center.
At college, you can play center.
No, obviously not. Hey, did y'all realize that I don't have any socks on? Because I knew I was coming on this show.
You and Cameron, that is...
You got to be pretty sweet to do that,
right.
man.
You
You got to have your own show or be a world champion.
Probably what you did. You had a nice year last year, and you turned your play up a notch rather, and you did a heck of a job.
When they traded Rick Mahorn, when Rick got let go, I started working on it a week and a half later. My coach at Georgia Tech, Bobby Crimmins, thought I was crazy. He had his camp, and I said, I need the freshman gym, the small gym. My brother was rebounding, running up and down court. He said, and he had me speak, and before he said, John is working out, and he just finished. Well, I take hints very well. You know what I'm saying? Very well.
I want to ask you again, let's get back to the AD thing a little bit, because you, including Joe, were very close with Adrian Danley. I think you guys should give him a ring just because he did so much in the 2 years that he was here towards getting this team a championship.
And a big part of this season.
Yeah.
Forget what he did the last year.
Give him a ring.
Don't give a ring for the last year. You do it for this year.
I don't think AD would want a ring. AD wasn't in the locker room when we got the trophy. So I don't think Adrian wasn't in parade. That's the way Adrian is. I don't think he would want a ring. The money, we gave him half a playoff share, which he deserved because he was there half a season. But as far as getting a ring, I don't think he would, it's going to say Detroit Piston Bad Boys, and AD is going to say, well, I wasn't on that championship team.
Well, regardless of whether he wears it or not, I think it would be a hell of a gesture for you guys to get him a ring.
I'd definitely, $3,000, $4,000.
You know?
I just use the money you guys are paying me here. You get the ring.
Now we're hearing all
half a
these
week's
things.
salary?
It's but at the end of this segment, we're hearing all these things about major trades, Charles Barkley coming here, this and this happening. What's going on? Do you think the Pistons are satisfied with what they have right now, or do you feel that they feel complacency will sit in and they want to make a major trade to let them know they're not screwing
Trader
around?
Jack, he gets itchy, doesn't he?
Did you get that name for me?
Yeah.
I
get everything from
What's
you,
your gut
Jack.
feeling on that?
I'm a soldier in this war. And
It's so prophetic.
Would you be surprised if you were traded before the start of next season?
well, I just bought a mansion. I'll be pretty PO'd. But
That's right. Tell
Yeah,
us about that
tell
one.
us
Yeah,
about it.
It made the paper the other day, I believe.
Well, a friend of mine, I was buying in Palmer Woods because I wanted to move back into Detroit since I wanted Detroit Pistons. And I love the homes there. So I was buying a home, and then all of a sudden a friend of mine who's season ticket holder told me that this home was available, and I went in and I saw it, and it was feasible, probably the best thing I could do.
Big
Great
high,
place.
big high doorways and stuff
Yeah,
for you?
yeah, very big place.
All right. We're talking with Piston forward John Salley from the world champion Detroit Pistons, and we'll be back right after this message.
That was me, John Rouser, not too many years ago, as a defensive back with the Pittsburgh Steelers, after my playing career at the University of Michigan had ended. Now I'm proud to be co-owner of the Sting, Detroit's most dynamic nightclub. We've got continuous live DJs, continuous videos, and live entertainment every weekend. But you don't have to disco. The Sting is also a great after-work place to meet other professional people who frequent our lounge. So stop in and see us at the Sting. We're in the old Playboy Club, the lodge at Greenfield, with plenty of lighted, secured parking.
Hey, where's the meat?
It's right here at Cattleman's Meat Center, where you can buy fresh, lean, top-quality beef, pork, veal, poultry, even fish. Packing house style. Save up to 40%. Quality guaranteed.
Where's the meat?
Come inside our 3,500 square foot cooler for everyday low prices like T-bones and porterhouse, just $2.29 a pound. Cattleman's Meat Center, Eastern Market area, and Hamtramck. No limit. Save up to 40%.
You said it, honey.
Personal best can be found all over this country, on the sports field, in the schoolroom, in the home, on the job. Anywhere people face a difficult challenge and say, yes, I can.
The Foundation for Exceptional Children is searching for disabled young people who do their personal best. The Yes, I Can program honors these children in special ways.
Because we know that depending on a person's disability, it can be a great victory to learn a musical instrument, use a pencil, hold a job, or button a shirt. And these victories deserve proper recognition.
Each year, the Foundation's Yes, I Can program honors children in recognition of their very special accomplishments.
If you know someone we should honor, write to Yes, I Can, Foundation for Exceptional Children, Reston, Virginia, 22091.
Let's encourage these kids to keep on saying, yes, I can.
We're back on Sports View with John Salley, star for, I'll be like a Bob Page. Bob Page puts everybody in the Hall of Fame when he was doing this show anyway. But not quite ready for basketball's Hall of Fame yet, but you've done a nice job here. And what about John Salley for next season? What are you looking to improve on, and what are you going to be looking for a season for you, individually?
Can we get this? Did you see that? Did you see this? Before I never had this.
Look at that
That's all I do
python.
now.
Look at that python.
It looks like Popeye, and you look like olive oil before.
Yeah, I told Rick, I said, I'm coming in at 245. This is before he got here. He said, I'm coming in at 235. I'm coming in at your weight. I said, all right, then you come in behind me.
But when I talked to you that first season, we had a radio show going. You didn't like the weight training. You didn't think it helped your game at all.
No one likes anything that hurts. But once I realized that it hurts for a little while and helps for a long time, I started.
What do you think you'd be best at weight-wise?
My best, I think I'd be good at 255. Once I get to, I'm 25 now, and every year I'm getting heavier and heavier and heavier.
Yeah, but you don't want to lose that foot speed because you've got one of the quickest forwards in the league going back.
Yeah, that's strength. So if I build the strength in my legs, my quickness will increase.
Well, you've improved. I would say you improved every year you've been in the league a little bit.
That's what you have to do. I think. Well, this is what my coach in college, who's now coaching Tulane, Perry Clark, he said, by your fourth year, just like at Georgia Tech, you'll be a better player. You know, like guys came out with Walter Berry came out of high school with me, Pearl Washington, all these New York greats, and they've been on 3 different.
Hey, guy, you've surpassed those clowns.
Right. Well, see,
Definitely.
I came a long way because I just I just keep working. I don't get big-headed anymore. That's.
When anymore? You did a little bit your senior year, George.
My senior year, yeah. Well, of course, man. They were feeding me pie.
And you know, I think people confuse the way you ham it up a lot with getting big.
See, I'm a jokester, and once they realize that I like having fun, I'm joking, I'm comedian idea and attitude. See, a comedian is my favorite entertainer.
That's what you're going to be when you get done with basketball, isn't it?
I am now. So we can sit here all day and talk about you. No, I would. That's my favorite. If I was watching television and there was a movie on, and even if the Improv came on, the movie I had to see it another time because I want to see each comedian. I don't steal anybody's jokes. I just amazed that they can make just of reality, like you.
You're getting your own TV show going.
Yeah.
And you told the people, I'm the first guest coming on national, huh?
Is that what I told people?
That's what you were hitting on.
The dumper. Like that.
I was the first guest with Sports Fans Journal?
Yeah, you was the first guest, and then the executive producer stepped in and said, Zick.
You're going to be the honest guest now.
Oh, now I am?
Yes, you are.
Okay, you keep pointing at me. AC Green, I'm not scared of. I'm scared of her.
I want to ask you back to the team, back to basketball. The rookie pick, Anthony Cook out of Arizona. Is he going to make the team?
And this is going to sound crazy and cocky, but I'm on your show, and that's what people are supposed to do. But anyway, I stopped watching college basketball because it was more important for me to watch who I was playing against as opposed to watching who was coming up behind.
So you don't know Anthony Cook from...
No, I haven't seen him yet.
From Sam Cook.
I have a picture of him because the manager was a kid who used to write me letters when I was in college. But I have a picture of him, but I never seen him play. But I know some people know him and say he's a great person.
All right, take it a step. What about Scott Hastings?
That's for preseason. That's for the summer camp. I don't know if that's going to be for the whole season.
Well, he's not going to stay. No way.
He can get into the rookie, right now we're going to camp. They went to camp yesterday. Me and Dennis and I are going to be there on Friday to play. They start playing on 21st. We're just going to show up for the games. I think we know the plays.
So you think they just get Scott Hastings for another body?
Yeah, for that, and then if he'll come back to preseason, he's a good player though, strong.
Does that blow your mind that you're already starting back in basketball? You just won the championship.
That's my job. Some people work 50 weeks a year, and they got 2 weeks vacation. That's the way I look at it.
All right, we'll be back to close out with Piston forward John Salley right after this.
Hey, Brian. Fellas, listen, you want to get high? I got some great stuff.
No thanks, Mike. That junk's bad news.
Smart kid. He doesn't need that stuff. Nobody does. I'm McGruff, the crime dog. Now, watch these kids.
I'm bored. Why don't we get wasted?
Why don't you get real?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you get lost?
See that? It's happening everywhere. So, if anyone ever wants to turn you on, just turn them off. It's a great way to help take a bite out of crime.
Travel. Fastball, fly ball, deep to left field. It is gone! A two-run homer. Tigers win!
Whitaker.
A high hopper up the middle. Whitaker back of the bag. Here's the throw. Got him! What a play by Lou Whitaker. One pitch out to George Brett. He got him on strike. Morris threw it right past George Brett. His 10th strikeout of the night.
Binary Computers is celebrating their 9th anniversary, and how they've become one of Detroit's top independent computer dealers is really simple. A great selection of brand-name computer products, outstanding service, and highly knowledgeable trained consultants who make things understandable in plain English. Binary now has facsimile machines and telephone systems, so stop in for special anniversary savings at Binary Computers, Metro Detroit's business computer center, Woodward at 12 Mile, Berkeley. Remember, if you haven't got a computer, you'd better get one before your competitor does.
What do these women have in common? They were all Girl Scouts. Girl Scouting showed them that they could do or be anything. An ambassador to the United Nations or an Olympic champion. Girl Scouting inspires girls to dream big and prepares them to meet the challenges of a demanding adult world. Your daughter should be a Girl Scout. She'll be in very good company, and she'll get the right start.
Back on Sports View, talking with John Salley, closing it out with John Salley. What would be satisfactory for John Salley for next season, both individually now and as a team?
To increase my rebounding, increase my credibility with Chuck Daly, increase my
minutes. How about your minutes?
I don't mind. I like Chuck to yell at me. I'd rather him yell at me than sit me.
Yeah.
Plus, a lot of times coaches can't yell at certain players.
I mean, can you increase minutes on this team? You really can?
Yeah, I can increase minutes, and I want to make sure that I'm a factor on court. That's my own thing.
And by the way, you might tell the people that in the dressing room, the number one thing they watch is Sports View. When I was giving you and I were going back and forth as a rookie.
That's right. I brought that tape in, and we went off.
All right, so is it
okay, let him finish that.
Wait.
Everybody said, watch Salley get Cameron. But then
No, watch Cameron get Salley.
Oh, man, I roasted you that day.
So is your goal now to move into that starting spot that Ricky vacated? Is that your goal?
Every year I played, that was my goal.
But this is your.
But now you got a shot. Now they lost that guy. You got a real shot.
You're going to start this year, guy.
Hey, I'm working on it. Very, very strong.
What about team-wise?
Team-wise,
naturally the championship again.
I think now, see, Isaiah is a very smart person, and he said on worldwide television that we're no longer bad boys, so the referees don't look at us as being thugs anymore. So that should help. Plus, when you're a world champion, you're no longer thugs. They take care of you. You know, Boston Celtic days, like days.
Was that part of
They're not going to take
leaving
care
Ricky
of you.
unprotected?
You got to take care of yourself.
You had to lose one of those bad boys in order to start getting some of the calls again?
Oh, you got all the calls last year.
It made no difference because we won without the calls.
Yeah, but you might not have done it this year.
Why not?
You won because you got the calls last year. If you hadn't got the calls, you wouldn't have won.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
I know it's a double negative, but that's how the cliche goes.
That's what they say. Come on, give the advertisers we're out of time.
John, thanks very much for coming out. We had a great time. Our sponsors on the show today, Al Dietrich, Oldsmobile Sports Fans Journal, T-Com Pagers, Top Hat, the best little burger in town, The Sting, Cattleman's Meat Center, American Jeep Eagle, Pass, Binary Computers, Duke's Seafood, Amantea Restaurant, and we're going to show you some clips right now from the video Motor City Madness, just the Piston clips. You should enjoy it. Everybody, thank you very much for joining us. John, thanks again for coming, and we'll see you next time.
Talk next. Bye-bye, everybody. Okay.
The Pistons were fully equipped for battle. They would be taking no prisoners. Combining silky moves with flexing muscles, Detroit began to frustrate L.A.
Look out! Next time down, Warren, you take Worthy, you take Williams.
It would be Rick Mahorn who would draw the key assignment.
Go home, Rick!
Tempers began to flare.
I got the foul! Now stop the ball! I got the foul! You got the foul!
The fourth quarter would be all Detroit's. Their time had come.
Here come the Pistons.
The long quest for finals glory would end here.
The Pistons are the best